getting used to that. Inaccurate kicking, still finding a way.
Look, we played a fantastic game tonight, and the only part of our game that was below par was our kicking for goal. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it though, because I'm just really proud of the way that we played, and we didn't let it get us down. We just kept going at the game. I've seen teams, have a bad night in front of goals and lose the game. We didn't do that. We just stayed positive and kept peppering, and created 34 opportunities to score. It probably would have been a little unfair if we hadn't have won the game.
Do you is it just a clean slate now that especially now you're in the top four? How do you sort of view what comes next?
No, we'll just move on to finals.
Yeah.
Just do our training and do what we normally do.
Without wanting you to rank your season at this stage, but given what you've overcome in terms of the difficult draw and the injuries and whatnot, how do you sit here feeling right now?
Yeah, it probably doesn't matter in a way what I think of it, but to be honest with you, I think if I was to rate this home and away season, it's probably been our best ever, I reckon, with the difficulty of our draw, with the injuries that we've had. So it's been a high degree of difficulty, and to sort of come up with 16 wins and a draw, and beat the teams that we've beaten and where we've beaten them. I'd rate it really highly, but as we know, we're going to finals, so a new season starts, and none of that really matters. But definitely way better than last year's home and away. Last year we had a fantastic final month, but it was a battle in the home and away. This year I think we've been particularly good. There's probably two games where we've really let ourselves down, and that was the Collingwood game earlier in the year and the Suns game a few weeks back. So outside of that, we've been in every match, which I think is a great effort when you're the reigning premier and everyone's trying to beat you. It's just an awesome effort by the boys.
How crucial is the top four finish, given how banged up the team is, and I guess what it comes with?
Yeah, well, I think we'll get it.
Potentially.
It's a good question. We'll get a few back in a couple of weeks, so that's good. That'll help us a little bit. But the boys that played tonight stood up. That was a big game. We had 9 boys 22 years of age or under playing tonight. We weren't an old team. I think if you look at it, you'll probably find Hawthorn's about a year older than us on average age. So, and a lot of those young boys are really good players, and they're not frightened of anything. And we'll back them in through the final series. So, very lucky to have them here.
Darcy Wilmot was good tonight, wasn't he?
Darcy Wilmot's good every week, I reckon. He's almost like a really underrated player in the competition at the moment. Like when he gets the ball, things happen. He takes ground. He uses the ball well. He takes the game on. Nothing worries him. He's the ultimate goldfish, really. I love the way he plays his footy.
What's the ceiling for him? Like, where do you see him playing? He's doing a great job in his role at the moment. Obviously.
Yeah.
Will he evolve elsewhere?
I think he could. I'm pretty sure he could become a fairly handy inside mid at some point in time, but we have a few of them. So I'm fairly happy for him to continue the way he's playing at halfback. He's a natural back there in the air and on the ground, and he's a weapon.
Well, I know you mentioned the young bloke, sorry, but Dunkley's best game one of his better games for the season.
Well, he has had a lot of good games.
Yes.
It was just a typical Dunkley game where he gets in and wins the footy and puts on a heap of pressure. So we respect him and value the fact that he's come to our footy club and he's made a huge difference since he's been here. And we've played in two grand finals since he's been at the club. I think he's had a fair bit to do with that.
I was going to ask about Hugh McCluggage sort of put the exclamation mark on a pretty good home and away season, and I guess he could do even more if he keeps that up over the next month.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. He's played with a little bit of an injury the last couple of weeks, so the 2 weeks off will do him good. Mind you, he was pretty close to 100% tonight, but he's had a marvellous season. It's all Australian week this week, isn't it? I just hope that he gets one, because I've never seen a person deserve one more for not just his performance this year, but for his performances for the last 4 or 5 years, to be honest.
Is your assumption at the moment that Lachie Neale and Bez will be available for week 1?
Yes. Jared Berry could have played tonight, but we just chose the conservative pathway. And Lachie will definitely be right for that game.
Sorry, folks. From your earlier answer saying you think it might be your best home and away season, I imagine you've seen enough to think that you can
I think it's a really even competition. It doesn't take too much to get it wrong, and it doesn't take too much to get it right. There's probably 6 or 7 teams in it, probably all of them, to be honest. Every team that's in there's won 15 games or more, haven't they? So it's going to be a tough final series. We're in there with everybody else, but we're going to have to play our best footy.
How meaningful is what you did last year now that you're back in finals again? How meaningful is what you achieved last year now that you're back there again? Do you think that counts for much, or is it? Do you still feel it? Like, is there sort of
Yeah, I know you do. Look, history says if you win a premiership, you usually struggle to make finals the next year. So, I'm just really proud of the boys that they've been able to withstand all the pressure, the scrutiny. Everyone picks your game to pieces when you win a flag. And here we are. We've earned a double chance again. I've got a long way to go, but it's been a fantastic effort by him.
What did you say to Zorks at the end? And did he say anything about the start of the game at all with Gitterman?
Oh, I didn't really see what happened there. What happened? I didn't see anything.
They might have received a little bit of a knock. But
Right, okay. No, I did see that he was down on the
ground.
ground, and I don't know how that happened, so I won't comment on that. On his 300th, I'm glad that we won, and also for Charlie's 250th. Both those boys, they're very popular team members. Zorks has copped a bit of a bum rap over the years, I reckon, just because he fires up every now and then. But that's because he's such a competitor. That's why he's been able to play 300 games. That's why when he got knocked back a few times early in his career from having an AFL career, he's been able to show that resilience to fight through. Like, he's a marvel. And the way he still plays footy at his age, you got to respect that. But he's a huge figure in the history of our football club. He was particularly helpful to me and the other coaches when he became captain, because he had to steer that young, talented group that we had to become the team that they are now. And that's the reason why last year, when we were lucky enough to win the premiership, I got him up on stage, because I know the role that he's played in us achieving that. And so really excited for him tonight, and Charlie as well. I mean, Charlie lights up this stadium. He gets this place going, and he has from the day that he arrived. And I think all Brisbane supporters are really thankful for the fact that he's come to our club and he's had such a big impact.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks. Cheers, guys.